Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Look at my boy. Look how handsome he is. Look how majestic he is. I actually wasn't too big a fan of this card art. I think I've said that before. I don't prefer this card art to the original one. I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing, but I just don't like the pose. It's weird, you know? It's kind of weird, but it's also cool. And after all this time, all these years, I've changed off of Albaz to become Junk Warrior in the top left. Ah, what a time. What a day to be alive. To be Junk Warrior. But this video has absolutely nothing to do with Junk Warrior, and in fact, couldn't be further from it. Instead, I will show you the deck that I was using in this video. I love the branded archetype. If it wasn't expensive, I'd probably play it in real life. It's just a fun archetype. I play it in all the different decks that I play. Like, I've tried out branded Vendread, I've done branded Gate Guardians, branded Chimera is a fun one, branded Assault Mode, branded Stardust. I've done all these things and it's worked, and I've made them work because I like these cards. They're fun and easy to mess around with. They're pretty intuitive cards, and they just work in a lot of things. It's pretty dang interesting. I probably wouldn't play this deck list like this. I mean, you shouldn't play Artifact Scythe. You probably change these out for something else. But this is kind of just like, let's make something that works. And the extra deck is generally just, what do I need, you know? Chimera doesn't have Nightmare Apprentice in the game yet, which is, that should already be out. It still upsets me that we have Phantom Nightmare cards in this game, but not Legacy of Destruction cards. I don't understand it. That doesn't make sense. We're missing every card from Legacy of Destruction. Why is that set not in this game yet? Where does it make sense? They're waiting to release Shining Sarcophagus and Lightsworn, and for what reason? There's so many good cards in that set, and Tenpai. Like, put them in the game. Just put them in. I don't care. Konami, what's wrong with you? I mean, going first or second. Amazing hand. Go for the Maxi. We get called with the 1-of Crossout Designator, and I'm assuming this is a 40 card. Yeah, it's a 40 card deck. That's fine. We do still have the Valor in hand. That's pretty much guaranteed to resolve now. Normal Summon Airlifter. We're going to let that resolve. We're not going to hit Rescue Ace, obviously, until we see Preventer, because Preventer is the only card that's an issue in this entire deck. Sure, Tributes with Emergency, or Specials 1, then Tributes 1. Effect to add Preventer, or Turbulence. Sorry, not Preventer. Turbulence is going to banish the 2 from the graveyard to summon itself from the hand. Wow. Okay. Sure. Turbulence effect is at 4. We're going to go and Valor this, so that way they have nothing. And wouldn't you know, in the real life Yu-Gi-Oh! This is now full Fiend's Meat combo. Actually, it's not anymore because Lacrima banned. Yeah, set 1 and pass turn with 2 in hand. No Maxi, please. Of course. In my personal opinion, Crossout Designator should make it so that way the effects. So it negates the effects of that card. Until the end of the next turn, you cannot activate cards or effects with the same name as the card you declared with this card or effect. How hard would that have been? I mean, other cards have that, like Prohibition and Salesman. Why couldn't Crossout Designator have that, which is better than those 2 cards? It made no sense. According to the total effect, discard to add to hand Mirror Sword Knight. We're gonna normal summon Mirror Sword Knight, and it's gonna get contained or extinguished. Why would you activate Extinguish on this? He sat here for like a minute and a half, by the way, and then he read my card for the minute and a half that he was here, and he activates it. I'm just gonna tribute this. Why wouldn't I just tribute this? That makes absolutely no sense. I just tribute it and summon Big Wing Burfmit. Now Contain goes away and you draw 1 card. Oh no! Effect to add. We're going to get Gazelle to hand and a Chimera Fusion to hand. We're going to activate Chimera Fusion using the Gazelle and the Big Wing Burfmit. And we're going to Fusion Summon into Chimera, the mythical king of Phantom Claws, or whatever the fuck its name is. Oh. So they've got a name for sure. Effect to discard. I have seen a lot of race decks in my time, and almost always they play Ghost Ogre. That's why I do Chimera first, Gazelle second, and do Burfmit as third. Because unless you're playing Ghost Spell, which they're not playing, I almost guarantee they're not playing Ghost Spell, I don't have to worry about that. So that gets me the Revive, that gets me to add, and then lets me discard 1 card from their hand during the end phase. The question here is, can I go for a game? It seems like I can, because I have 3 illusion monsters on field, plus Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast. So we're going to activate this to fuse away the 4 materials into Chimera, the Phantom Beast, or Illusion Beast. Hey, same thing. Battle phase. Declare an attack. Some of you might not know what this card does, so let me break it down for you. This card suddenly becomes Flying Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, on the field or in the graveyard, just like the other 2 fusions. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials used for it, and because I use 3 illusions and 1 Chimera, that gives me 4 attacks. Now that's already really good. It's a 3100 beat stick, monsters can't be destroyed by battle with it, but if monsters can't be destroyed by battle with it, this is just 400 damage on this. Well, no. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, change its attack to 0, also negate its effects. He's pretty good. We set it to 0, we get 3 more attacks for 3100 damage, being able to attack for game. It was pretty risky there, because like, if they had Nibiru, then I was losing. But I had to just take the chance that they probably weren't playing or didn't have Nibiru, because Rescue Ace is one I don't think you play Nibiru in too often. Another amazing hand going second. Like, so good. Draw phase, we're going to shotgun that Maxi because I want to draw. Yep, thank you. I saw Live Twin Icon, which is why I was like confidently I'll just draw phase Maxi. I don't even got to worry about it. Set 3, pass. Oh, brother. The perfect top deck with Chimera Fusion too. But you see this lightning storm in my hand? A storm is approaching, my friend. Watch out. Oh. Okay. Call it wrong and you'll lose. Whatever shall you pick? You rat bastard. Okay. Dimensional barrier, call fusions. Shit. Alright, good thing I drew my Chimera Fusion. Activate effect. Fusion summon. Whee! Oh, that's not the best hand, but it is a playable hand. Not really. I kind of just got 2 normal summon plays. And the better option here is probably to go Fallen of Albaz, depending on what my opponent summons. And then from there, Brandon and Red can revive it and go into Lubellion using Mirror's Sword Knight in my hand if the Albaz gets negated and destroyed, something like that. Almost like have to crash it and then get into the battle phase and go from there. And then, oh my god, that's a lot of information. Battle and Boxers. Okay, sure. Special to 2, effect on summon to add a counter or a counter trap. Flamvel counter, when a spell card or trap card is activated, negate it and banish a 200 defense Fire Warrior from your grave. King Demposi. Sure, effect to add to hand. Then in a new chain, probably going to activate the effect to detach and make it protected. Yep, that makes sense. I don't know why you wouldn't just do it in one chain, but I guess it's fine. It don't change anything at all. Promoter goes back to hand. They set 2 cards and pass. We have a general idea. One of those is probably the counter trap. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't fucking paying attention. I was not paying attention at all. I was looking, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I wasn't paying attention to this when I was playing the game. Activate the effect, attach a material to make it so untargetable. Because that card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, it's going to special summon a Battle and Boxer from the graveyard. You fucking idiot. Now, I should have done Lightning Storm called back row first to get out one of the counter traps here. But you can't respond to Super Poly, and I know most of them, most of the counter traps require you to have a Battle and Boxer monster. So let's just go discard Kodo, Super Poly these 2 away, and summon Garura. Pretty good right there. So now my main, we're going to normal summon Mirror Sword Knight, effect tribute to special 2 from my hand and our deck, and we're going to hit the Maxi. Okay, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Now you're DD crowing the fucking Mirror Sword Knight. That's really weird. Extremely so. That doesn't negate the effect. It's just, okay, sure. I guess you're thinking you don't want me to get that back with Chimera Fusion or something, but then you get the Veiler to Veiler burn from it. So like, also doesn't make sense. But okay, you know, I guess it's fine. Burn from it effect is going to fail, so we're going to go and link off into SP Ritornaito. And then we are going to target to banish one of the back row because she was used with the extra deck monster. Guru effect is going to let me draw 1 card as well. We target the one on the far left because I don't know what either of them are and it doesn't matter. Bam! I was thinking it might be smarter to not get rid of the back row, but then I'd have less effects to use on their turn by just getting rid of something like the uppercutter in the graveyard there, which might be better for me, but in any situation, I guess it didn't really matter because I know they have whatever the fucking announcer or whatever his name is, the guy that like summons 2 from deck, so it really didn't matter in that situation. But drawing the heart piece is good because it secures me being able to draw the last feather trap on the field there, which he could have activated. When a spell trap card is activated, banish a fire monster doing defense from your graveyard and I get the activation if you destroy it. It's nothing important. It would have worked, but like, who cares? We do have our Brandon and Red set on the field, just to make it look like we have an extra card here. It's completely unusable at the moment, of course, but that's perfectly fine. Then they're going to use this guy again. What the hell is his name? Promoter, duh, promoter, not announcer. Special 2, effect gets you an extra normal summon. They did not use this effect on summon, which I really thought they would have done, but I guess they didn't want to get hit with the SP, because if they did, I would have SP'd away Battle and Boxer Sheaf second. So it was a smart play from them to not touch that. That's going to revive Uppercutter from the grave, and because they can just go battle phase now without losing any monsters after summoning Uppercutter, or Glash, oh sorry, that's not Uppercutter, this is Uppercutter. By summoning Glass Shot, they can just go Battle Phase and attack over the SP. I figured let's use SP now, get rid of these 2 materials. That way they're stuck on an Xyz monster and just level 4 and not have to worry about it too much. Uppercut comes out, overlay once again into a second King Dempsey, which, smart decisions. Effect to add, and then effect targeting itself, because I guess they were worried every single time. I would have just, if I had an Imperm on it, I would have just used it when you summon the monster. I wouldn't use it in a new chain. That shit made no sense. But okay, 1500, 2300, main phase 2, normal summon a card, effect to add. I'm thinking to myself in this moment, I got Lightning Storm, I'm good here, I don't have any worries at all. Lightning Storm is going to clear this field, I don't have to worry at all. Completely forgot about the fact SP comes back during the end phase, but that's really going to matter. Effect of Promoter to banish from the grave, increasing the level of all Battle and Boxer monsters you control by 1, turning them into level 5. Using 3 level 5 Battle and Boxer monsters, we are going to Xyz summon into number C79, Battle and Boxer, General Kaiser. Okay, when your opponent would summon a monster, attach to negate the summon if you use that monster. Okay, I see. SP Little Knight comes back. We are in a rough spot. I would have to go normal summon Albaz to clear effect. And like, that's the only way to really get through this right now. But it's draw phase, and for some reason they decided they didn't want my cards to be targetable by card effects this turn. Or they didn't want theirs to be targetable by card effects this turn. So now, SP Little Knight's going to activate, it's going to target itself, and it's going to target the Uppercutter here, just because I never want Uppercutter to get sent to the grave on the off chance, and because I'm going to be using Lightning Storm here, I don't want them to get that extra counter trap here. This effect, sent from the grave, is going to set one anyways, so they got the Uppercutter in any situation. Main phase, Lightning Storm, thank you! Bam, normal summon Aluber. Response? You got a response in Aluber? No, Branded Fusion! Activate Branded Fusion, you can't ask Branded Fusion. Effect resolves, sending Albaz and Villa to the grave to summon into Albion, the Branded Dragon. Albion effect is going to activate banishing Garura and banishing Albaz from my graveyard to summon into Rindbrum. Nope, Lubellion. Lubellion effect, discard for cost to shuffle back to 2, and now summon into Rindbrum, the Striking Dragon. We're going to go battle phase, declare an attack with Allure. They had a response after attack declaration, or after the damage step for some reason. They also had a response here, to which they used their effect here. Battle and Boxer, what? Veil. Okay. When your opponent monster declares attack while you control a fire warrior, or while you control, when your opponent's monster declares an attack while you control a fire or a warrior monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, negate the attack, and then banish one monster on the field until the end phase. Fuck. Okay, I lose Albion, which means that they keep one extra body here, but I had game, because what I would have done is gone Branded in red. If my Albion had resolved, and if my Rindbrum and Albion both got their attacks through and resolved, I would have used Branded in red, using the way the Albaz that would add back to my hand, the Alubron on my field, and the Lubellion to summon into Guardian Chimera. I wouldn't be able to pop a card, because they don't have 2 cards, and I would have used 2 materials on the field, so I wouldn't get to draw either. But just getting that respect to resolve, and just getting that extra body on field will give me enough to attack for game. But because they stalled me here, I then have to use Guardian Chimera, and I'm going to use the effect of Guardian Chimera to destroy 2 cards on the field. Because the monster you summon off of Branded in red can't attack directly, there's no point in me destroying both of his monsters. I'm going to hit the back row. But before we do that, let's summon it and draw our card and see what exactly we get. Because we got a pretty damn strong field right now. We have an Xyz, Link, Xyz, whatever you want to call it, negate. When it goes to the graveyard, I can then revive an Albaz, which means if I get an extra card in my hand with Guardian Chimera that I'm about to get, I can then discard that to get Albaz to Xyz summon into Mirror Jade, or Fusion summon into Mirror Jade. Good effects right now, and then we'll get SP back. But I drew into Max C. I drew perfectly right there. We're going to destroy Veil, and we're going to destroy the back row. Then we're going to destroy the Uppercutter, or the Chief second. We're going to pass turn, end phase, this comes back, and end phase, the effect of Uppercutter resolves, putting back in Dragon, or Chief second, sorry. Draw phase, we're going to activate the Max C here, and they're going to have to special summon a lot if they want to get through anything. Equipping Durandal to my Guardian Chimera, we're going to go activate SP Little Knight, target Chimera, target Uppercutter, that way they don't get the sent to the graveyard effects, and that also prevents Durandal from successfully resolving. You probably should have equipped it to your own monster, but like, you know, okay. Actually, you probably should have equipped it. The smart play would have been to have equipped it to the Rindbrum. But what I would do in this situation is wait for you to activate the effect to search for a level 5 or lower Fire Warrior, then I'd activate SP Little Knight targeting herself and targeting Durandal. And that would then allow me to get through it either way. But the Rindbrum target was the best target here. All right, normal summons summons the 2 from the deck. They're going to overlay a 3rd time into Battle and Boxer King Dempsey. They're going to activate the effect of King Dempsey on summon to add 1 from deck to hand, and we're going to activate Rimbrum's effect to negate and then return a monster on field to hand. Then they chain King Dempsey. That's fine. Not being able to target your monster for the rest of the turn is a little rough, but it's not going to be a worry because I've already used my targeting effects unless I draw into another Veiler. That returns to the extra deck. They get that normal summon of that guy, reviving this from the grave, overlaying once again into Battle and Boxer Nova Kaiser. This guy gets extra damage, I'm pretty sure. 100 attack for each material attached to it. Then they can attach a monster from the grave or the hand to this. Then when this card is destroyed by an opponent's card inside of the graveyard, and because they're all special summoned at once, it's only 1 drop per max C. So if he goes battle phase, attacks into like Rinbrum or something, then he can get destroyed because it's destroyed by an opponent's card. It was destroyed by battle by an opponent's card. You can then revive the 3 from the graveyard, and then lets you go into another Xyz play, into whatever you want to do from there. And I think there's another P-word guy. I can't remember what the fuck his name is. I don't care, but promoter, Jesus, why do I keep forgetting that? He can then use that effect to banish that and then get into another rank 5. I don't know if that would have been too worthwhile for him, but could be. Effect, he's going to equip to attach, and then he goes battle phase, attacks over the SP rather than the Rinbrum, which is rough actually, because he attached, he was not able to lose the life points there. He was not able to show this card. And then he scoops. But it didn't matter. I had more than enough on field now because I could just normal summon the Albaz, effect, discard, summon into Mirror Jade, attack for game. But I could even just attack over it. Although, if I destroyed it during the main phase there, I could use my Called By to get rid of it. But if I destroyed it during the battle phase, it would have been rough, and I wouldn't have been able to win that game. Or just that round. I'm really not sure why he's standing in front of the moon, but I'll take it. And Konami, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to implore you, please, leave the red and blue here. I don't care if it's not WCQ season. It just looks good. WCS, WC, whatever you would call it. The World season. The red and blue adds so much to this otherwise just ugly background. Leave him. Please leave him. It looks so nice. Leave it in the game. I really like it. I don't know where the voice came from, but it's okay. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and if you haven't, there's always the rest of your day. There's always tomorrow, the day after that, so on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them, so give yourself time and things will improve. I promise. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye-bye.